Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about to see the difference between HDBLCM wise resident HDBLC. These both tools are used to manage the HANA database lifecycle management. If you see here, we know that which tool we are going to use HANA database installation. As we discussed, we are using to install the HDBLCM tool for install the HANA onto the system. So this is the first point we have it. Installing purpose. The first one is installation purpose, and this resident HDBLC is uninstalling purpose. And HDBLC is, if you see, and it is also used for upgrades, system upgrade purpose. We are using this. And if you see resident HDBLCM, it is used for rename the database, and as well as, so if you want to add any additional host, so by using this resident HDBLCM, we can do these things like adding the additional host into the system and as well as the renaming the database. And when it comes to HDBLCM, the tool which we are using for installing the HANA database, and also for HDBLCM is used for upgrade the HANA database. So these two are the major differences. And if you observe, so this HDBLCM comes with the installation media. So what is meant by it is comes with the installation media? That means like whenever we are going to install, so whenever we are going to download it from the support.sap.com like service marketplace, so we are going to get it in this thing. Like, so we are going to move the files from like if you download the HANA DB from Windows machine, and then we are moving it to the Linux machine probe in SAP. So at that time we are going to log into this Linux machine. So once you by using putty, so once you log into this, you are going to use, so what are the softwares we have it in. So you are going there, and then after you are going to open HANA, like this you are going there. So these are like under the installation, these are like installation media, we can calling it as. This is available with the installation. This is come along with the installation media. And whenever you are going, like we need to use a Linux for, we are installing it on Linux Trust, right? So we are going this path, and then after we can find the installation things. So these three many ways we can install the HANA database into the system. So once you hit /HDBLCM, it is going to be start installing the new database. So it is asking if you want to install, you can install. If you want to update, database update, if it comes the latest version with the SAP releases, you can click 1. It is going to be updated. If you want to install new database other than DB1, so you can install the new database. And otherwise, we can do the things with so if you want to extract any components information, like any print kind of things, or like a spare kind of things, you can do. So if you want, like mostly we are into these two things only, updating the database and installing the database. That's why I mentioned these two things. Updating, upgrade is nothing but update only. So I'll update the DB database. Like that's what, like if you see here, it is comes along with the installation media. That means if you see here, this whole part we can consider, considering it as like if you extract the things, these all are like come with the installation only. These are like installation media. The path is like, this is the path. This is the path is common. But what about this resident HDBLCM? We'll see now. So this is not comes with the installation media. So what happens is whenever you are going to install the HANA database into the system, so this resident HDBLCM path is going to be created. Before that, we don't have that path. This path is going to be created under HANA share. HANA share like a DBS ID, and after that you can find a HDBLCM. So this path is going to be created after. I already told you, even HANA shared file also not going to be created. So before installing the HANA database into the system, we don't have the path. I already shown you. If you want, you can watch the video before HANA database installation. This path is creating after HANA database installation. So this path is creating after the HANA database installation. That in this resident HDBLCM is going to be create. The path is going to be created under this path after creating up HDBLCM, because this is representing the uninstalling the database, and as well as the rename the database and add if you want to add any additional host. So we'll see what we can do in the resident HDBLCM. So I'm going with the exit. You can click enter 5, and then after I'm going back. So you can see we can find a HANA shared. This is the path we have to go. I'm changing the directory HANA shared. So this is the path is going to be created after the HANA installation. So I'm changing DB1. After that, we can find the HDBLCM over there. So this is the path. We can have the information about the resident HDBLCM. Just enter, and then after, so we can find these many things. So if you want to any if you want any installation things, so you can do with this path. But if you want to install the database, you're going to select this is the part we are going. And if you want to rename or uninstall the database, we are going to this path. HANA shared path is we having to install the database. So we'll see we have to. I'm just hitting ./HDBLCM. So what you're going to get. So this is the uninstallation path. If you see here, we can find 17 actions we can perform. Choose an action. So first one, it is stating that add the host roles. If you want to add any additional roles information, we can add. So we can add. The second is add host. So add host to SAP HANA database system. Check installation. Check SAP HANA database installation. So configuration internal network. Configure internal network. Configure SLD. System landscape directory registration. Extract components. Print component list. Print detected components. Remove host roles. Rename systems. Uninstall. Unregister system. Update component list. Update host, and exit. So these many things update the SAP HANA database system. So we can do with a few 13 options is it is stating update we have it in even with the resident HDBLCM also we can do it, but most probably we are going with the installation media only to update the system, and as well as install the new system into the system. We are going to use the HDBLCM, that is the installation media path. And then after, if you want to add any additional host into the system, and as well as, so if you want to rename the system, that means if you have a DB1, or if you want to change on DB5 or something, anything like that, if you want to rename is required. So you're going with the delta action. And if you want to uninstall the database, so that if you whenever you have a situation you don't need the database for this, you can uninstall the things and uninstall the system. So if you want to uninstall the system also, you can register. So these will be having. So mostly we are going to use these three things uninstalling the database, rename the database, add additional versions. So mostly in the real time we are going to use these three things. So these are the three differences we have it in HDBLCM, in resident HDBLCM. Thanks for joining the session. So we'll meet in the next session. Thank you.